Bobby, I have asked you and your sister to stay after school because you two are failing algebra. Can you tell me a little about how you study for tests?
Well, we sit there in the living room and study just like everyone else, sometimes for 5 or 6 hours the night before the test.
I see. And when you study, are you ever distracted by anything else in the room?
No, not really. Well, at least nothing that would keep us from learning.
Well, like what other things are you referring to?
Nothing in particular. I mean, we might be talking on the phone, or texting, watching a movie, playing a video game, but really nothing that would affect our learning algebra.
I see. And how long do you study when there is not a test?
Well, if there isn't a test, we really don't feel there is much need to study. But we make up for it by studying really hard right before the test. We remember better that way.
Well, Bobby, I think if you and your sister are willing to try something different, we might be able to get you through algebra. Are you open to that?
Sure, but how could we possibly do anything better than studying for 5 or 6 hours?
Well, first I wanted to say that I have been studying learning in Dan McDowell's class in the EdTech program at San Diego State. So these just aren't my ideas. Cognitive scientists research how best to learn. When you two are talking on the phone, texting, watching a movie, and studying at the same time, they call that multitasking.
That's really good, right? Doesn't it mean we are smarter than most people because we can do several things at once?
No, Bobby, actually it is not. These cognitive scientists I told you about have found that our brains don't work very well if we are constantly switching tasks.
Really? So what are you suggesting we do about it?
Well, the first thing I would do is suggest that when you study, you need to get rid of everything but your algebra books, which means turning off your phones, the TV and computer. The second thing is, instead of studying 5 or 6 hours before the test, maybe study for an hour each night. You will remember more that way. The third thing would be to study in different rooms on different nights, and the fourth thing is to try and study different aspects of algebra each night rather than just what is assigned. All of these will help.
Wow, that sounds pretty tough, but my sister and I will give it a try.
I know it will be hard, Bobby, but I can guarantee you if you really do what I am saying, you will do a lot better in algebra. I am always here to help if you have any questions.